Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Crafting with Holly and I'm Holly, and every Friday I come in and share artwork featuring the stamp of the month, and this time I'm actually featuring it on Saturday because Dana, Tina, and myself are launching our Hey Handsome Palooza this weekend, and every Saturday during our event I pop in and share what I've been crafting. So that's why there's just a little bit of a delay in seeing this artwork, but I am super excited about this June stamp of the month, and it is called Botanical Shadows. And for those of you that are not familiar with the stamp of the month, every month Close to My Heart comes out with an exclusive stamp set that when you make a purchase of $50 or more, if you're a VIP, you get this stamp set for free. And if you're not a VIP, you can purchase it for $5 with that $50 purchase. And this was such a challenge for me. I am not gonna lie, you guys. I looked at this and I went, oh my word, what am I going to do with it? And then I went out to Pinterest and started just kind of searching for different background type sets and got my brain working and came up with some really fun ideas. So these are the cards that I came up with, and there is a guide that you'll be able to get from me or whoever shared this video with you when you make a purchase of the stamp of the month. If you're on my team, you get the guide for free. If you're on Dana's crafting group, or if you're in Tina's crafting group, they will share the guide with you as well. And there's a couple of other friends that I share my guides with. So that's kind of the lowdown on that. And then today I want to walk you through how to make the companion page to the 12 by 12 layout here. And I got this inspiration from our album retreat that's going on this weekend. And this is the original artwork that I want to share with you. This was the 2-page layout that our corporate office taught us. And let me just move some of this out of the way so that you can see this better in view. So this was the original layout, and I loved the simplicity of this design so much, and I was like, oh my gosh, this space right here where they did stamping, perfect for using the botanical borders. And this is the set that I actually used. This one right here, and then I used this flower cluster. So I want to walk you through what I did so that you can see how to do it as well. And then the reason why this is in the page protector is this is a really cool technique that they taught us, which is just pulling out your journaling cards and some hidden photos. So I'm going to walk you through how to do that as well. You are going to love the tips that I'm going to share with you on that one. So I'm going to put these off to the side, and I'm going to move this one out of the way. Again, when you get the guide, you will get measurements, you will get the cutting measurements for putting this together, and then you'll also get pictures of what they look like so that you can also duplicate it. But I just want to share with you some of the fun things that I did. We did some splattering with the white gloss spray. I'm going to share with you how to do that today. Made some banner clusters. This is a stamp set from the album retreat that I'm repurposing, and then the snaps came from the sand serif, or Simple Serif, sorry, Simple Serif lowercase and Simple Serif uppercase dies. If you don't have these, I will put the link down below if these are still available on my website. I'm telling you, what a fabulous die set for alphabets to cut with. Really a nice one to have in your arsenal. And then I also, for the cards, I used the Stitch Scallop bracket thin cut, which is still available on my website. And then I used the tabs and tag thin cut to do the decorative elements for these pieces. And then this was part of the stamp set from the album retreat that I used. And so I used the journaling lines. I used this really fabulous banner. It's a great set, you guys. And if you're not familiar with the album retreats, reach out to me, and I'd love to tell you more about them. We offer them about 2 times a year, I want to say 2 or 3 times a year. Okay, so this is the left page, and now we are going to make the companion right page. And these are all of the pieces, and I'm going to just lift these off for a second because We're gonna do these in stages because I wanna share with you how to do the splattering. So I'm gonna pull those off to the side. I want this off because I don't want this to get splattered, but I do want these pieces on here because those are going to get splattered. So we're gonna match up. What we're first gonna do is stamp that botanical border right up here. And I wanna walk you through how I came up with my measurements on that. So I did it 2.5 inches from the top. So it's gonna be at the 9.5 inch mark. I actually took a ruler and this gel pen and I drew a line. So I'm gonna grab my, and this is the light side of the Mink cardstock. You can see that there's a dark side and the light side. We're using the light side. And I came over here at the 9.5 inch mark, and I'm gonna bring my mat down because I don't want that recording mount to get in the way. So I'm gonna come over here. I apologize if you see my head, and I'm just making a line at the, and it's gonna get covered up so you're not even gonna see it. Okay, and then I took my stamp set, I've got it on the biggest block that we offer, and I took Toffee Ink, and we are going to ink this bad boy up, and then I'm also going to get the foam pad that came in the stamp set, which is under all of my stuff here. Let me just grab it really quickly. We're gonna put the foam pad in the top left quadrant because I want it to match up and I want this to look like a continuation. So I want to make sure, yep, my line is good. And then I'm going to take my stamp pad, and there's a couple of different ways that you can ink up a large stamp like this. You can tap it, twist it, tap it, twist it with the stamp set laying flat onto your craft space, and then just press that ink in, really get it nice and juicy. Or you can take your pad and then just press and twist. Either way works. The key is to make sure that you don't get ink onto your block, and sometimes I do, and that's why I like to kind of do it in the opposite direction. But if that happens, just take your chamois, take a wet paper towel, and just wipe that extra off. Okay, so now we're gonna come over here. I'm going to come over to that line, and I am going to press that down and hold it for a few seconds. The ink will bleed together. Just kind of hold it there for a few seconds. And then we're gonna lift up gently. And then I also staggered it and came back and stamped it again, just to kind of give it like a little bit of a shadow. Really, really cool. I'm gonna hold this up so you can see it because it's really faint, but I love doing that. Okay, so now we're gonna set this off to the side. I'm gonna just wipe that off because I am a messy stamper and I don't want that to get onto any of my other projects. We're gonna put that away now. And now we are ready to start gluing down these pieces. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take these 2 strips of papaya, and I like to hold them together when I am gluing them, when I'm putting adhesive on them, and I just kind of go right here in the center. It gets a little sticky, so just hold it together. And there we go. And I'm gonna just set this off to the side for a second because what we're gonna glue down first is this large piece of charcoal cardstock. And I use the mix-in paper from our current catalog, which is good through the end of June. So if you don't have that mix-in paper, oh my goodness, you guys, grab it before it sells out. Things, as we get to the end of a catalog, things start to sell out quite quickly, and Hey Handsome has already sold out, as you all will know. And then we're gonna just take these pieces They are gonna go just right up here at the top and then right here at the bottom. And then I'm gonna get my shipping box that came with my order, and we are going to, actually we're gonna attach these first. So this little guy has some foam tape on it, and he is the interactive element right here. So this has foam tape on 3 sides of it, and it is the regular 3D foam tape, and it's the more narrow piece, if you can see that there. So that one is just gonna kind of sit there. I'm not gluing it down yet, and then I'm gonna just eyeball where I want these. And I love this mix-in paper. Oh my goodness, it's just such a fabulous collection. So now I'm gonna glue these down, except for this. And then I'm gonna grab the pizza box, and we are going to do some splattering. I love the simplicity of this layout, and I love how many photos you can get onto it. And you can also use flip-flaps to expand the photos. The 3x3s are such a great size. I am just eyeballing this. You can always pick these up. Okay, so we're not going to put that one down, but I am want to leave it there. So I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to bring in my pizza box because I want to share with you how to splatter. And we are going to splatter more so in this quadrant right here, kind of over to this side. So shake your gloss spray, and we're not going to actually spray. We are going to take it out of the bottle just like this, and we are going to tap it. And you can tap it with scissors, and it'll give you some really nice little fine splatters. And then if you need more, just pick it up, kind of swirl it, and then you can tap it with your finger to get some larger drops. And I want just a few more over here. You can even tap it like this. There we go. I want some nice big splatters. There we go. Okay. So it dries pretty quickly, but I'm going to very carefully get this out of the box. And as it's drying, we are going to do the banner element, and we are going to also do the from. So I want to share with you the tags that I made for journaling and for the photos. Again, these instructions will be in the guide, and there's that fun decorative tab from this thin cut, the tags and tab thin cut. I love these. So those are going to go underneath here, and I'm going to just let that dry. And then these are the banners that are going to go right down under here. And then this is the tag that I used for from. So we're going to go ahead and glue this down right now. And I'm going to use some liquid adhesive. And we're going to just lay those on there to see how I want them to look. They're going to kind of be staggered a little bit. And then these little guys are going to come down under here, and if we have to, we can kind of cut them off. But what I am going to do is I'm just going to come under here, and I'm going to lightly lift up so that I can tuck them. Let's just move that off to the side so that I can tuck them underneath these pieces. Okay, so the first one is going to go over here like so. there. And you know what? Actually, I think I want more of it exposed. So I'm actually going to layer them under here. So let's get some adhesive on them. I've already taken the white gel pen and decorated around them. So we're gonna just kind of flag that under here, like so. I want this one to just kind of be off to the side a little bit because my font is in the same pattern. Oops. So we're gonna just kind of come down here and spell Italy. I just got back from a cruise, and our last stop was in Italy. Whoops, I got a little bit of, let's see if I can wipe that off. Oh well, it'll be all right. Okay, so now let's get the from glued down, just using a little bit of liquid adhesive. I should have either my tweezers or my pickup tool. Oh, I see my pickup tool is right there on my craft desk. This little guy is so awesome. You just tap it like that and it picks up your paper and embellishments. Here we go, and if we want, we can maybe move that over just a little bit more. It's the beautiful thing about using liquid adhesive before it sets. There we go. And then we're going to come over here and glue down Italy. And I probably should have used a lighter paper for this because the charcoal and the charcoal pattern paper is kind of fighting with each other, but I think it'll be okay once I get that little photo box on. There we go. And then I'm just going to peel off the adhesive from this, and it is going to sit right down in there. And then these little guys are going to get tucked in behind, just like so. And then I want to walk you through how we cut the page protector, and it truly was so easy. So you take your ruler and you take a pencil and you put your paper down inside the page protector, and then take your ruler and just mark with a pencil where you want the cut lines are. And then you take a self-healing mat, or this is a self-healing mat, but it won't fit in the page protector, so you want something small enough to tuck in behind here. And then you just take your ruler and your close to my heart scissors, go along where those pencil marks are, and you just cut the page protector with your scissors. And then put your project back down inside the page protector, and then look at that. You can tuck those in just like that. Isn't it brilliant? I absolutely loved that idea. And so now the last thing I want to do is add some embellishments, just some dots, and some of these really fun melon dots that are on sale right now in the month of June. So definitely check those out on my website. And then I'm just coming over here with this cute little star. We're gonna just put him there. And then let's do another little dot right over there. And I think we are done. Let's bring this in now so that you can see the two of them side by side. And I hope that you enjoyed learning a little bit more about the Stamp of the Month this month and some really fun scrapbooking techniques. Thanks so much for joining me.